So, Anne, obviously the world of journalism is changing, and the world of television journalism.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the changing role of the anchor these days. What it means to be an anchor.
Gee, I don't know. I'm a reporter and an anchor, so I would say that today, in this kind of troubled times that we're in, that people are really kind of nervous and worried about a lot of things. I think the anchor is interesting. The word anchor, isn't it? It means to kind of keep the ship from moving. It's to kind of keep the ship, secure and safe, really, and not to be adrift. And I think that in some ways, anchors, people who do news anchoring, kind of have a greater responsibility to make sure that we are stabilized with truth, that we don't participate in the kind of airing or reporting of information that's not true, because that makes things very dangerous. And I think also there's a comfort that's been asked of us. I mean, I think people need the comfort of being able to believe in someone, to have credibility somewhere where they know that it's someone they can trust. I think that's part of being an anchor. I'm also a reporter though, so part of what I also think about is, because I've been lucky enough to be given this opportunity to be a kind of face on television, and people might trust me, that I might also have responsibility to argue for certain stories and to push for certain kinds of reporting that I know will benefit people. And so I sort of think of all of those things when I think about what it means to be an anchor today.
How do you take that role of the anchor to different platforms? There's a lot of talk about journalists as brands and kind of extending that brand in different areas. So what's it like to carry that mantle of anchor into different areas?
Right, so I'm not in this job to make money or to be famous, okay? So I don't know of myself as having kind of a brand. People know who I am and what I'm interested in doing, and they kind of put a brand on me, and I'm good with that. But it's not really about me, or it's not really what people think of me. It's really about this constant effort to be a force for good by giving people information that gives them power. So how would I do that? Do I care which place? No, my job is to reach the most people as possible with information that might be useful. And sometimes there are places that don't want certain kinds of information that you know is useful. So you want to go find it and find a way to put it on some other place. So I work at NBC News, so our platforms are wide. We have not only the Today Show and Nightly and Dateline, and now we're having a new magazine show pretty soon that's going to start. We also have our online presence, MSNBC, which is a pretty big one, and Twitter and Facebook, and for me personally. So I've been thinking about whether I need to do something else, have a site or something, but I'm always going to be looking for ways to reach people with information that I've vetted, that I've tried to make sure is true, and to give it to them, and not just information that's tough, but also information that might be useful in other ways. Maybe a little bit of wisdom, something I've heard that's great, a photograph I've taken. But often, really, the deep motivation is to give voice to people who should be heard.
Thanks so much, Anne.